Hey everyone. Well, I'm really close up, jeez.
The cat, yeah, I'm further away.
Here, we gotta move a little bit. Hey guys, welcome to Books and Brew. Wow, why am I so up close?
You're normally closer than me.
Here, let's...
I mean, I'm normally closer because I put my chair higher up for Saturdays, but I'm not doing that today.
Yeah. Let's see here.
I'm carrying an infant. It's too heavy.
What the hell? Okay, oh, I'm just really zoomed in. I didn't realize that. Hi guys, welcome to the show. I definitely checked my equipment before we start. Absolutely, no doubt.
Like professionals.
There we go. Oh my
I think
God.
you normally have it zoomed in though. Like,
Yeah, but not that close.
like Saturday, you don't look like that. I normally can't see that much behind you.
There we go. My blue's going away.
You're getting it fixed next
Look
week.
at it. There's barely any.
There's plenty. It's just your roots are gone.
Barely.
Oh, Chion, you're fine. You're getting it re-dyed next week.
Hey, welcome to Books and Brew. This is the show where we kind of talk about whatever we want. And today, I want to talk about wizards. I love them. I want to play one.
Not weird ass, whatever this is. Creepy ass beholders.
I played as a wizard once, and it's like crack. I want to do it again.
I mean, mine stayed.
Hmm?
Mine's got like weird ass mermaid.
You're blue?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's weird.
Sure, rub it in. It's fine.
Yeah, but mine also has breakage, so you know, I'm fixing it.
What do you mean?
Like, I have layers, but my layers should not be this short.
Okay. All right. I see what you mean.
But I think that's because I'm prego, and apparently my hair is sensitive.
Well, wizards are a very interesting class. They are the squishiest alongside sorcerers. I think they both get like a D4 when it comes to their hit die. Or no, it's a D6.
No, yeah,
D6.
remember that used to be a D4, and then
That's right. That's exactly what I'm getting
people
that from.
said that sucked ass, so they gave him a D6. Pretty much everybody's a D8, I think.
Pretty much, yeah. Everyone's a D8. The kind of powerhouses are like fighters, paladins are like a D10. Barbarians are
on
the
a
only ones with a
D10?
D12.
Oh, D12.
Well, when it comes to HP, you better make sure that your barbarian has a buttload of HP. I gotta update our slides because you guys just turned level 13.
Yeah, I
Oh,
gave you
man.
my hit points though.
You did. I have that saved somewhere, so I can easily fix that after today's stream. Yeah, you guys turned level 13. Oh my God, level 13. You get access to what, a level 7 spell now?
I think so, yeah.
You get access to all those cool new spells, and I think by level 18 you get like another class feature maybe.
I think I get one before 18. I hope.
Oh, sorry. What am I thinking? You're 13. Why did I think you were at 16?
I don't know.
Let's see, 13. At level 14 you get Destroy Undead, challenge rating 3 or lower.
Yeah, my challenge range just goes up.
15 you get access to level 18's 8th spells.
Yeah, level 18, yeah.
Jesus, what's with me today? At level 16, ability score improvement, you don't get another...
Probably
see
till
here.
18 after that.
Is it? No, it's level 17 is what you get the last Divine Domain feature.
Damn, that sucks.
It's really far away, man.
I mean, I think I get more spells and stuff on the way there.
Let's see. Level 17, Endearing Unity. The bonds you create endure vast distances. You can creatures affected by your bolding bond feature gain the following benefits. They are active so long you're in the same plane of existence of each other, so you don't have to be within 30 feet anymore.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Additionally, when a creature of your chosen of your bounding bond is reduced to 0 hit points, the bonded partner gains the following benefits for 1 minute. So if you go down and you're bonded with someone, they get these benefits for a minute, or vice versa. They go down and you get these benefits for a minute. Whoever is still alive gets gets a advantage on attack, ability, and saving throws.
Which is the normal bond thing.
You
not bond. You're not advantage. You get a D4.
Yeah. So this I believe the way it's worded is that you obviously can't give someone a D4
Yeah.
when they are unconscious.
Well, you just get advantage because the person's down.
Yeah, so all of the other bonded features are gone, except for these for a minute, which is you gain advantage on everything. You gain resistance to everything. And as an action, you can touch the bonded partner to expend and roll any number of hit die, and they basically heal up for that amount. So if you go down, someone can technically heal you.
That's cool.
So
I have to explain that to people though, so they know how to use it properly.
You essentially turn the person you bond to, into a temporarily, like a temp cleric. You're like, I go down, you're the next cleric, and you have to bring me up, okay?
Yeah, for healing, but that's only for each other. It's like it can't. If I die, then you're really fucked.
True. Well, we're talking about wizards.
Yeah.
I like wizards.
That was a you thing. You went
They're
off on
squishy.
a cleric tangent.
So first of all, wizards obviously are the bookish type, and that sort of goes hand in hand in terms of how they cast spells. You can obviously have an arcane focus component pouch, but mostly all wizards have a type of spell book. And Wizards of the Coast definitely made it easy for you to flavor it in any way you want. If you want to have your wizards, there's one person who did this really cool, where they said they didn't have a spell book, but they had beads in their hair. It was a woman with like really wild hair that had beads in it.
Oh, isn't that a Bria?
Yeah. And she would have, that's right, it was a Bria.
She wrote on her beads.
She wrote on her beads, and every time she wanted to study one, she would turn it so that it went right into her hair, and the ones with bigger spells were bigger beads.
Yeah, it was a Bria. I forgot what one shot or what game she was playing, but I remember that.
You could do anything really. You can have it like tattoos on your body. You can have a deck of cards. It doesn't actually have to be a physical book. The only thing I think it says here is that one big fear of a wizard is that you can lose your spell book. Igno lost his. And essentially for all the spells you didn't prepare that day are lost. So like Igno prepared like 12 spells, but he lost like 20, which was like, that hurts. That feels, I could feel that,
Yeah.
So I think when it comes to like the bead thing or tattoos, there's got to be a thing where like something dispels it, or something causes fire, or something affects it directly, where you can technically lose it. Or you lose an arm or something, and
I feel like a tattoo is really hard.
It's got to be a magical thing though.
Yeah, but still though, it's like maybe I just re-imbue it because I have the right words there.
Or like, I think another way to say that you technically lose your spell book if it's a tattoo is that if their main goal is to burn your arm or something, and those tattoos are now ruined. Now it's like the ruins or the things here are no longer correct. Yo, Ghost! What up? That's one way to for a permanent type of spell book where you can go, that's how you ruin it. Someone got a brand and ruined your spell. So there's ways. Not to say you should do it. I personally don't think that's a cool thing unless it's like story beat, But regardless, at first level, wizards get, I believe it's 6 free first level spells of their choosing. So at first level, 6 spells that they know right off the bat, including their cantrips. And then of course they can only prepare a certain amount depending on their level plus intelligence modifier. But regardless, they know 6 spells off the bat. And every time they level up, they gain 2 new spells. So by the time they're like level 20, minus 19, what is that? I'm gonna bring up a calculator. So it's 19 times 2.
Ghost is asking if you like
Plus
Lovecraftian and mythological beasts.
Y'all like, hell yeah! Oh my god. I don't want to spoil anything, but yes I do. By the way, at level 20, your wizard would know 44 spells.
Damn.
Wizards are the spellcaster. Abso-fucking-lutely.
I mean, they can find stuff too and add
And
to it. That's just like what they learned for stats.
Oh my god, yes, they can also learn it. Absolutely.
I think that's why, like, in Critical Role, Caleb's character was just constantly always looking for books because he's like, I don't know it, but I could learn it.
But just imagine that. Yeah, it's incredible to know that you'll have so many damn spells, at the end. Oh, excuse me.
Just hear a cat little feet.
So let's go to the base wizard. So at level 2, they get their Arcane Tradition. This is all the different schools of magic you can learn. Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 zombies are heavily influenced by H.P. Lovecraft. I believe that's true because if I remember correctly, doesn't COD zombies have like celebrity zombies or creatures or heroes? Wasn't one of them like there was like a hint towards H.P. Lovecraft, I think. Some of the newer stuff, it's just so neat, neat little gaming facts. I love that stuff. I think you could play like Romero in one of the COD zombies. It's really cool. So we're not going to get to the subclasses just yet because there's only 2 other things that wizards get. They get a thing at 18th level. Imagine that. There's no other upgrades except for 2nd level, 18th level, and 20th level. Base wizards, that's all they get. So let me back up to the 2nd level. Arcane Recovery. When you take a short rest, you can recover amount of spell slots. They have to essentially, if you're a level 15 wizard, you can round it up half of your wizard level rounded up. You can recover that many spell slots.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I know people are like, oh my god, the warlock, when they do a short rest, they get all their spell slots back. But yeah, well, they get a max of 3. Okay. 4 maybe, I don't remember. But that's not a lot when a wizard can, a level 20 wizard can get a short rest and get back an equivalent of 10 spell slots. Suck it.
I think everybody just likes the concept of warlock versus the actual adaptability of it. Because, like, that was one thing I found annoying. I was like, yes, it's very giving, but also, like, what do you mean it has to be 3rd level? Like, that's one thing that I'm just like, or it has to be, like, 3rd or 5th.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, but I don't want it 3rd or 5th. So...
I mean, you can always choose a 1st level, but you have to cast it at 5th level or cast it.
Yeah,
at 3rd level.
Well, that's the thing. Like, regardless of what you cast, it has to be at certain levels to cast it.
Because that's the only slots they have.
And I was like, that's stupid.
At 18th level, they get a thing called Spell Mastery. You get to choose a 1st level wizard spell and a 2nd level wizard spell, and now you can cast those spells at their lowest. So basically you can't upcast them, but you can cast them on their lowest without expending a spell slot. So essentially you get an additional free spell slot. So 1st level, let's say you want to choose Detect Magic. So for one time you can cast Detect Magic without spending a spell slot. 2nd level, I think, is Invisibility. You can for one long rest you can go invisible and still not waste a spell slot.
Isn't there a class that we said it was the emo bard?
The emo bard, there were 2 different types of what I would consider the emo bard.
It was in the new book.
The whispers and the spirits.
Yeah, because one of them was like super emo. I was like,
yeah, it was like, I remember I think the spirits was all about like the Song of the Dead and how everyone's, like when you bury someone, there's always that, that song of farewell, and it's like a very sad bard. So that's your emo bard. At level 20, you get a thing called Signature Spells. It says here, when you reach level 20th level, you gain mastery over 2 powerful spells and you can cast them with little effort. Choose 2 3rd level wizard spells in your spell book as your signature spells. You always have them prepared, and they don't count as the number of spells you can prepare. you can cast them each once at 3rd level without spending a spell slot. So essentially you get more free spells. 3rd level, that means you can cast like Fireball twice for free. Or counter 3rd level is a counter spell. So you can have a free counter spell at the ready if you need it.
Which is very clutch.
Which is very clutch. You're absolutely right. There's been a few classes I really want to play. One of them is a wizard. The other one is a genie warlock. And the last one is that dragon ranger.
Oh.
The draconic ranger.
Like Vex.
Like Vex? No.
No, I say that, but I think the thing I forget what it's called.
She's a beastmaster.
Yeah, but like the thing that ticks her off is dragons.
Oh. Rangers as a base can choose an enemy type.
Yeah, that thing.
So no. I'm talking about. Let me see. I'm gonna find it here. I'm looking at Rogue. I'm thinking of the Draken Warden Ranger. And these are rangers that are all about dragons. They actually get a pet dragon.
So you're like the oldest Weasley brother.
I'm sorry?
From Harry Potter, that's what he does. He studies dragons and works with them.
Right.
And that's why they were like, oh yeah, our brother this and our brother that. And like they know what that dragon is because of like what he does.
Oh, wow.
That's why I said you're like the oldest Weasley brother.
What a callback. Yeah, no, I want a pet dragon. Your ranger would get along with my emo bard. Yo, Shady. Hey, that's fine. If we have a love of dragons, we have a love of dragons. I want to play. I kind of want to have a dragon friend. I'm down for that, and they get better as they grow. Anyways, wizards. Off topic. Here we go. I'm also going to include Unearthed Arcana, so here we go. We have the Abjuration, Blade Singing, Chronomancy, Conjuration, Divination, Enchantment, Evocation, Gravitation, Illusion, Necromancy, Order of the Scribes, Transmutation, War Magic, Artificer, Invention, Lore Mastery, Mage of the Lorehold, Mage of the Prismai, Mage of the Quadrix, Mage of the Silver Quill, Onomancy, Order of the Scribes, Psychonics, Technomancy, and Theurgy. There's a lot of...
Psychonic, isn't that the one that's in Tasha's?
Which one in Tasha's?
Psychonic or whatever that... Psionic? Are you sure it's Psionic?
No, this one's Psionics.
Yeah, not Psychonic.
This was an Unearthed Arcana.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Shady, thank you so much for the resub, buddy.
Thank you.
10 goddamn months?
Oh,
gee, you're creeping up to a year. Have we been doing it that long? God damn.
We celebrated our year anniversary. We're like a year and 6 months.
It's true. Obviously, I have a favorite. I've talked about it. I think offline I've talked about it several times, but we'll get to that in a bit.
That's just an illusion.
Illusion is my favorite.
Sorry, guys, my hair's big.
All right, we're gonna talk about it. Illusion Magic is my absolute favorite, guys. You've been with Oris for almost a year. I have 2 months. Yeah, I know, you're right.
Well, you don't have 2 months. You have like a month, dude. You started in May.
I started in June.
1st.
Excuse me.
Sorry, you got hired in May, so that's why I think May.
I got accepted in May. My start date was June.
Yeah. June 1st.
Illusion Magic is my favorite. I even talked to my own DM, Nick, about playing an Illusion Wizard in the future if he ever runs a second campaign. And his take on it was, Illusion Magic is really fun if you're very creative about it.
You normally are, though.
I feel like I am. I like to think out of the box. So first of all, this is something that actually Savannah got. Dysfunctional Gaming. Thank you so much for the follow, buddy.
I think I heard a sound effect, but I didn't see.
Oh, it's fine. Thank you so much. We're talking about wizards today, but illusion. This is something that Savannah just got from her thing. It's a improved minor illusion. When you get to the 2nd level and you get to choose a school, you can learn the minor illusion cantrip. If you already know this cantrip, you can learn something else. But essentially, the minor illusion cantrip allows you to cast minor illusion and create both a sound and an image. So if you really wanted to, it can't be animated the way I read it. It's not like it's moving. It's a still image. But if you really wanted to.
Didn't she compare it to, like, not to give anybody any spoilers, but hopefully you've seen it by now because it's been over a year.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Loki TV series where like one of the versions of him like projects that giant ass city. Isn't
That's
that like
the end of what I want to do.
Isn't that like a thing you can do?
That's I'll talk about it in a bit. That's something that's called Mage Arcana. It's a level 8 spell that is, it takes 10 days to cast.
Oh, he did it in a couple minutes, so
Yeah.
that's not a thing.
But there's some awesome things you can do as an illusion wizard. So, improved minor illusion, essentially you can make a sound and an image. That's really cool, because if you really wanted to, you can see an open door or a closed door, and you're like, I wanted to make it look like there's someone in there. Maybe to deter people from sneaking in, you can cast minor illusion, and you can make this like a door with music behind it, like the sound of a muffled music, and you just have it play in the back, you know. Or you can get really creative. You can make this. You can just essentially make the sound of a figure off in the shadows, or just a silhouette that's standing still, with maybe like holding up like what looks to be like an illusionary lantern, and someone going, "Hey, what are you doing over there?" You know, you can get super goddamn creative with illusionary magic. You can always play as the shadow, an illusion mage. You could. In addition to that, you get illusion savant. Anytime you get to copy an illusion spell, it's half the cost, half the time. What do you think of?
That's the one thing about wizards. I mean, if they're gonna play like true to form, they're expensive.
Costly. What do you think so far? Is there any cool things you can do with minor illusion? Improved?
I mean, well, minor is you can't add sound, right?
Well, improved minor illusion you can.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like it's a mix of illusion and thaumaturgy, because you could, like, throw a voice. Or make it look like somebody's standing there and throwing a voice.
Yeah. So, another thing you get at 6th level is Malleable Illusions. Now, this is where we start getting really cool. Starting at 6th level, when you cast any illusion spell that has a duration of 1 minute or longer, spoiler alert, most of them do, you can use your action to change the nature of that illusion, so long as it's still within the spell's parameters, provided that you can see the illusion. So, essentially, I think at 6th level, you can cast Illusionary Terrain, which I believe is a 4th level spell. Oh my god, dysfunctional! With a rate of 7. Oh, what? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for putting some people. Hi, how's it going? Welcome to Arcane Focus. We're talking about wizards. Tell me your favorite wizard subclass. Hey, what's going on? Oh my god, this is amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hi. How's it going? As it says in the character sheet, I'm Mike. This is my wife Amber. Right now we're in our studio hanging out.
We have a little human.
We've got a little human. Fuzz, Rab, thank you so much for the follow. Tell me, guys, everyone in chat who just gave the raid, and thank you so much, Dysfunctional. I appreciate that. All the love, man. Let me know your favorite subclass of wizard. Thundercat, thank you so much. Oh, Thundercats. Yes. Remember that story?
I feel old.
Remember that story I told you when I was in
yeah, you
high
named a
school?
stray cat Thunderhole.
We called him Thunderho, but yes. No, we were watching Thundercats at a Mexican restaurant.
And you named the stray cat Thunderho.
I did do that. Shady says, professional gambler, illusion mage. You can make the cards and dice whatever you want so long as you can be there to shuffle. Yes. And that goes great with the 6th level thing we were just talking about, the Malleable Illusions. So you can change the parameter of the illusion. So what does that mean? You can get really creative about it. You can make a hallucinatory terrain, and you can fake it. You can say, I can push away all this swampland, and you can raise your hand without spending a spell slot. The illusion turns into something different, into like maybe a pathway.
I think Kara has that.
Hallucinatory
terrain.
I think you're a druid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely do have that.
I think I used it as the ball.
so Malleable, keep that in mind. Malleable Illusion
Let's see.
is amazing. And I think it says starting 6th level, you can use your action. So you have to use your action to change it. Imagine, like, to Shady's idea is that you can...
It's a 4th level spell.
Let's say you cast, like, major image, you know? And it's a movable image that you can control. So let's say you're gambling, right? You know, the dealer shakes the dice, throws the dice, and you change it, and you can use the parameter Malleable Illusions to follow the dice. So it's like you can't really tell what it is, and the moment they stop moving, you already have it that the illusion shows 7 winner. And they go grab the dice, you let go of the illusion, and then they look at the dice. Nothing's changed. You didn't mess with the dice. It's just the way they perceived reality is gone. Thundercat saying, I'm big of the Order of the Scribe Wizards. That's what I played as in our one-shot. Scribe Wizards are awesome. We'll talk about that next.
Which one-shot? We've been a couple one-shots.
When I played VAR.
Oh, when we played the Hexblood Twins?
We played the Hexblood Twins, yes.
That was fun.
I'm playing one in our game. Oh my god, hopefully you're having fun. Scribe Wizards are the nerdiest of wizards, let's be honest, and we'll get into that in a bit. At 10th level, you get a thing called Illusionary Self. This is badass. Now, what's the biggest problem with wizards?
They're squishy.
They're squishy. Oh my god, they're squishy. It says here, beginning at 10th level, you can create an illusionary duplicate of yourself in an instant, almost an instinctual reaction to danger. When a creature makes an attack roll against you, you can use your reaction to interpose the illusionary duplicate between you and the attacker. The attacker automatically misses you, and the illusion dissipates. Essentially, you get 1 free save. The biggest thing that wizards have against them is they're squishy. If you get Finger of Death, or what is it, like a Disintegrate?
Mm-hmm.
Finger of Death is, you know, or like I think Power Word Kill or something along those lines, where it's like, you know, oh, it has to be an attack roll. Apologies, you can't be a saved thing. But regardless, if you're getting critted, illusionary duplicate. Take the fall from me, please.
Why is Malcolm not that big? Is that your character?
Oh, what are we talking? Whoa, Malcolm is not that big. Oh, that he's a nerd? I don't know about that. Scary. We'll have to see. We're gonna check out your game when we can. Now this is what I want. 14th level wizard illusionary reality. Hold on. I gotta make this more epic.
Oh, you mean he's not that big of a nerd?
Reality. Oh, yeah. At 14th level, you have learned the secret of weaving shadow magic into your illusions and giving them a semi-reality. When you cast illusion spells of first level or higher, you can choose one inanimate object, non-magical, that's a part of the illusion, and you can make that object real.
Yeah, that's the weird thing about it, because, like, you just don't, when you think illusionary magic, you're just like, oh, it's temporary, or it's not really there, but then you're like, oh, no, it's real.
You can do this as a bonus action. While the spell is ongoing, the object remains real for 1 minute. For example, this is a good example.
Indiana Jones, that shit.
You create the illusion of a bridge over a chasm.
And, oh, I wonder who did that
and
recently.
Then it makes it real long enough for your allies to cross. Now, the object can't deal damage, but listen. We're changing reality, right?
Until somebody comes along with a certain type of lantern.
Yeah, true. Holy shit. No, it becomes real.
Oh, okay.
It becomes real.
For a minute.
For a minute. The illusion becomes real. Imagine you're at the big bad evil's guy's locked door. The rogue has tried everything, can't open it. The sorcerer has tried everything, not opening. You create a minor illusion of a door, another door in time, like, or maybe not even that. You create the illusion, the perception of what's beyond a hallway. Understand? So you create like a hole. It's fake. It's just an image. You create that to be real, and you make a hole through that door, and all of a sudden you can just walk on in.
You Looney Tunes, baby.
Yeah, I've watched too much Warner Brothers to understand that this can be a thing.
Drew a circle, made it real.
Yes!
Through it.
Oh my god! So this is where I was like, well, you can't do that. It's just a different, you can't do that. I can do what I want. I'm a wizard.
It's like when Jester had those paints.
Oh, you have to make something tangible. You know what? You're 100% right.
Well, then
Let's
you make
an
a door.
unlocked door. Let's make an unlocked
make a door.
I'll make a door. Screw you, Shady. I find a way.
Yeah, but like it reminds me of Jester's paint.
Mm-hmm.
Because she could paint something and it would come to life. Well, depending on how she painted it, if it was more realistic or not.
Oh, apologies. I'm mistaken. Mage Arcana, Mirage Arcana. It doesn't take 10 days to cast. It takes 10 minutes.
Okay, because I was like, 10 days is a long time.
It lasts for 10 days.
Oh, there you go.
Mm-hmm. So this is where it's all been leading up to. All this illusionary, changing the parameters, making things real. Mage Arcana is a 7th level illusion spell that says you can make a terrain in up to a 1 mile square. Look, smell, and even feel like some other terrain. It has to remain the same general shape, however, but open fields or roads can be resembled to swamps, hills, and like holes can be, look like impassable terrains. A pond can look like a grassy meadow. It just has to have the same shape. Now, the spell doesn't disguise or conceal or add any creatures, but you can also alter structures. You can add things. You can change things. Now, imagine that. You can make a goddamn city. An empty ghost town. You can become the Loki. Purpose! True purpose!
I think it did take him like about 10 minutes.
Right?
That's why he died.
He's just... And then someone's about to hit the gate and you're like, that becomes real! And then it becomes like a heavy metal gate in front of someone and you can change the parameters and you're like, no, not now! And you change it to something else. That's my final goal. That's my final form. Oh, yes. I can't wait to play an illusionary wizard. I got hype, man.
Well, you're not even done with your other character yet. You need to chill. Quit trying to kill that man off.
I'm not. Make a big illusion of gold and then make it real and deposit the bank. Oh, yeah, you're like, I've got all this gold. Where? Right here. Don't touch it yet. Don't touch it. Here, let me... There you go. Here, you have some. Now I'm gonna take it back now. Put it in the vault. Where's my receipt? What do you mean my gold's gone? What'd you do? Why did you lose the gold? Huh? Order the scribes. I want to get to this one now. If not, only because of Malcolm. Apparently. Order the scribes, the most bookish, I think, of all wizards. And there's a reason for that.
Well, it's kind of in the name, but okay.
You're right.
Scribe is somebody that does that.
It says here, among wizards, the Order of the Scribes is the most bookish. It takes the form in many different worlds, but its primary mission is the same everywhere, recording magical discoveries so that wizardry can flourish. Wizardry can flourish. Wow, how did I not read that correctly?
It's you.
It's me. And while all wizards value spell books, a wizard of the Order of the Scribes magically awakens their book, turning it into a trusted companion. All wizards study books, but a wizard scribe talks to theirs. So, second level, you get a few things. First of all, as a bonus action, you can magically create a little tiny quill in your hand. And the quill has the following properties. A little tiny quill. First of all, it doesn't require ink. No need to dip it. It's a little pen. And you can produce a color of ink in any color you want. Ooh. You're like that 4-clicker in a pen. You know what I mean? You want blue? Red?
You're dating your age again.
How dare you?
Only a few people know what that is, and so only few are made now, so...
So when it comes to transferring spells into spell books, I think it takes like hours for the wizard. If you're using your quill, the amount of time it takes to copy a spell into your spell book equals 2 minutes plus the spell level. So if you're scribing over a 3rd level spell, 5 minutes. Really quick. You're a bookish guy, you know. You can also erase anything you write with just a wave of the feather. Oh my god, it's just, this is all flavor text. It has nothing to do with nothing. That doesn't mean it's not cool. Also, if your quill disappears, you can just create another one. You always have a writing utensil with you. Awaken Spellbook. Now, you don't need anything. You don't need components. I mean, for those that cost material. But you don't need a wand. You don't need a gem, you know? Your book is your spell, your arcane focus. While you're holding your book, you gain the following benefits. Your book is your arcane focus. You sign contracts with it, and if you don't like it, you can just magic. Yeah, you can go, sure thing, devil. Sure thing. Here's my name. Ah, now I own your soul, and you screwed up.
Just kidding.
Fuck you. Prove it. Go ahead and prove it. It's not there anymore. When you're holding your book, right? It's in your hand. You're cradling it. You're stroking, giving it a nice little pat. When you cast a spell through it, you can replace the damage type with another type that's in your book. And it's super useful if you have the spell. I think it's like what's that orb spell where it's like
Chromatic orb.
Chromatic orb, because you get to choose. So imagine that. I cast magic missile. And what is it? They're weak to fire. All the magic missiles are fire now.
Well, that's what Caleb had, no? Because he could change some of his spells to like cold or.
Could he?
Yeah, he did before.
I didn't know that. I know he had chromatic orb, but I didn't think he.
Yeah, but he changed the damage type on some spells. But I know he wasn't a scribe wizard.
So that's pretty cool. Is that like if you know a damage type to either hit someone with or to avoid, you can go, all right, is ice not working? Well, I want to still slow him down, but I don't want to hit him with ice. So I'm going to change this ray of frost into a lightning. So now it's a lightning of frost, or a ray of lightning.
Well, maybe that's what he used his stone for.
Oh, he was a transmuter wizard. Yes,
Yeah.
he can do that. Yeah, transmutation.
Yeah, I think that's what he had his rock for.
The Philosopher's Stone. This is really cool. So this is also still second level. You get a lot of things. At second level, when you want to cast a wizard spell as a ritual, you can negate the added 10 minutes. You can do that once. So if you really wanted to, again, as a wizard, you can cast. You all right?
I was trying not to yawn.
Oh wow, you held it back then. I'm impressed. Wizards are the only class that does not need to prepare a ritual spell to cast it as a ritual. Every other class needs to have it prepared. The reason why is because the wizard has a book. They can refer to it. So this is really cool where you can technically have one ritual spell at the ready. You don't have to prepare it, and you can cast it at the same exact casting time if you did have it prepared. That gives it more time, makes it easier for you to choose other spells that probably don't have the ritual tag on it. Also, you know the biggest fear of losing your spellbook? Yeah, if you lose it, this one, you can always summon it back. and it stays with all the spells you had on it.
That's nice.
Wizard big fear? Gone. And this is now that we're getting into what I used a lot in that one shot, which is Manifest Mind.
Oh, with your hag mother.
My hag mother, yes. You can conjure forth the mind of your awakened spell. What happened?
Looked like the cat was pulling on the blanket. It was just the ghost, apparently. You see in the camera, the blanket just go like this, and I was like,
I don't think you lose the spell book. It's a familiar. Essentially, it is, and this is actually Manifest Mind almost like solidifies that idea. As a bonus action, while the book is on your person, you can cause the mind of the spell book to manifest as a small spectral object, hovering in an unoccupied space of your choice within 60 feet. So 60 feet, you can throw it over there. It is intangible, doesn't take space. It shims a dim light, and I don't believe it can be affected by spells. Or let me double check on that. It can be. The only spell that can actually hurt it is Dispel Magic.
That sucks.
True. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Whenever you cast a wizard spell on your turn, you can cast it as if you were standing in the spectral mind's space instead of your own. This is really great because, again, it's intangible. If you're behind bars in a prison, you can move that spectral play a little out. I think you can also see through its space. Let's see here. Yeah, it says here if you can cast it using its senses. So you can kind of like, I believe you could probably, well manifested, the spectral mind can hear and see, and it shares telepathically what it sees. No action required. So it is essentially second mind for you. It's a ghost spirit that can move around corners and you can see through its eyes. It'll tell you what it sees. And then if it sees something bad, it'll go, uh-oh. And you can go, cast Fireball. And then it'll go, okay, cast Fireball from its direction. You're still behind cover. Don't even have to be there. It does have a limit. You can only cast spells through its space equal to your proficiency bonus. But even if you cast all your spells through it, you still have a second mind. I think it lasts for... I don't think it goes away. Once conjure the mind, you cannot do so until you finish a long rest. Yeah. It just stops manifesting if it ever gets 300 feet away from you, or if someone casts spell magic. It doesn't. There's no time limit. You can technically summon it in the morning and just have it always sort of floating with you, maybe looking behind your shoulder. You know, so you always know a 360 preview of where's around you. It's kind of nice. Two last things we need to go over. The Master Scrivener. Scrivener? I'm saying one of those right. One of those is correct. At 10th level, whenever you finish a long rest, you can create one magical scroll by touching your wizard quill to a blank piece of paper or parchment. Let's see here. Causing one spell from your Awakened Spellbook to be copied onto the scroll. The chosen spell must be first or second level. It must have a casting time of one action. Once in a scroll, the spell power is enhanced, counting as one level higher than normal. You can cast the scroll by reading it as an action, and then it disappears. So essentially, you get one free level up spell.
Cat's doing something weird.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you wanted to, you can... I think... What's a second level spell that's pretty good? Oh, what is that spell that does 3 attacks? It's fire.
Fire... Well, it's not Firebolt, it's Firebolt.
No. God, it's gonna... Scorching Ray.
Oh.
Scorching Rays, you get to roll 3d20s to see if 3 rays hit. If you cast it at 3rd level, you do 4 rays. So if you really want to, you get like a free 3rd level spell just by pulling the scroll out, reading it, and then higher level, free. Not bad. Now last thing. Oh, I should also mention at 10th level, now when it comes to the amount of time and money it costs to write spells into your spellbook, it's halved again.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say it's expensive.
No, it's like pennies. You know, now you're like, oh, 20 gold to write this down? Pfft, sure. I'm 10th level. You should have some money by now.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. I think we were broke when we were high. We were like level 16. We were still broke sometimes.
Because we would spend all our money.
True.
I think Cara is the only one that didn't spend her money, so she was just like...
No, Quinn never spent any. He was the one with the most amount of money and then spent it all on you guys. I'm a good person. Last ability that you get is level 14. It's called One with the Word. Your connection with the Awakened Spellbook has become so profound that your soul has become intertwined with it. While the book is on your person, you have advantage on Arcana checks as the spell book helps you remember magical lore. So that's always. Always. You need to learn knock and dispel magic so you can just us the book to avoid traps about anywhere. I mean, you can cast like find traps. The problem with knock is that it makes a very loud noise.
Yeah.
But I think we know a spell that can cancel that.
Silence.
Silence, I believe, is a concentration spell, and knock isn't. So, silence. Knock. I think you just have to be out of the silence bubble because I think it's like there's some vocal.
Because if you're in there, then
no, nothing. Yeah, you can't cast a spell. But the sound of knocking happens for where the door is. So if you cast silence on the door, cast knock, opens. That'd be actually pretty fun to play as a wizard masquerading as a rogue. Think about it. You know, they're gonna go, well, yeah. How you gonna open that door? I'm a good rogue. I can do it with my mind. Mage hand. Something explodes and you can go, oh, well, none of us got hurt. We're fine. We're 30 feet away. I'm a great rogue. Telling you. So, in addition to getting advantage on all Arcana checks, if you take damage while your spellbook mind is manifested, you can prevent all of that damage by using a reaction to dismiss your spectral mind, using its magic to save yourself. Now, this is where we get a little tricky. So, Illusionary Magic obviously had that Illusionary Duplicate. But that's on attack rolls. This is for all damage. So, if you had to make a saving throw and you failed, this can still take damage for you.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. Imagine you're fighting an ancient red dragon. It does a breath weapon. You fail the dex save. You're about to take 120 points of damage because it's a dex save. You can just sacrifice your manifest mind and it'll take everything. But this is where we get weird. When you do that, roll 3d6. I can see it in your face. You're like, what? Why?
Well, I was like, for what though?
The spell book temporarily loses spells of your choice that have a combined spell level equal or higher to the number you rolled.
Better roll low.
So 3d6, what's the highest of that?
12. Oh no, 18.
18. So you'd have to get rid of, let's see, by that time, 18.
Like 3/5 levels and
3/5 levels in a level 3.
That's like best case scenario.
At level 14, you don't have enough 3/5 levels. You only have one.
You'd have to get rid of like your highest and something else.
You're gonna have to get rid of a lot. So hopefully you rolled 3 1s, because then you can go, oh, I get rid of a 3rd level spell. That's it. So you lose them temporarily. Let's see, and if there aren't enough spell slots available, because imagine you start casting spells, you don't have any spell slots available anymore. The book, if it can't, essentially, if you can't sacrifice that many spell slots, the book can't take the damage for you, and you drop to 0. So it's like I don't like it. It's an interesting concept, but I don't like it. It's like, at 14th level, you're fighting some pretty bad guys.
Yeah.
You're 13th level, and you're fighting vampires.
And a lich.
You're not fighting a lich. You were confronted by one. But I mean, I don't feel like it's not worth it. And so essentially then you roll an additional d6. So this is your 4th d6. And that's how many long rests you have to make until you can get your spells back. So there can be technically, you roll a 6, it takes you 6 days to get back all your spells. Once you use this reaction, you can't do so until you take a long rest. I feel like it is someone decided this was cool because wizards know so many spells, they know a lot of stuff. I feel like it's not worth it. You know, because let's imagine in the beginning of the fight. When is this useful? In the beginning of a fight, someone hits you hard, and you decide to sacrifice all your spells. Now, what kind of use are you right now? Is you can't cast the high level spells you wanted. Or
distraction, I guess.
Distraction, yeah. Or
running, or hiding.
True. Or if this is used at the end of a fight, like, okay, they're gonna make a power move, I need to sacrifice. You're at the end of the fight. You've been casting spells all day. It's not worth it. This person's gonna be in the back of the fight. Yeah, well, wizards generally should not be in the front at all. Wizards definitely are in the back. The only time they go up in front is if they're about to do something crazy. Like, this plane shift spell requires touch. Get the hell out of here. When they can just cast, was it banishment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Banishment, I have.
But I think that's we're gonna call it a stream, guys. I love wizards. We're gonna continue talking about wizards because there's so many more subclasses to go. We haven't gone over them. I think I want to talk about necromancy next time. That and maybe something from Unearthed Arcana. There's some interesting ones.
Most things from Unearthed Arcana are interesting. It's just nobody allows you to play this.
Sometimes they're broken, you know? Like, I'm really happy that the subclasses that both you and Steve picked were not broken. I'm so happy.
I didn't think they were too crazy. I think I picked the Unearthed Arcana for the other half of your Hexblood twin, and Nick was fine with it.
Oh, you did? That's right. Yeah.
It was like Paladin of Treachery or some shit.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, guys. Everything is broken, or you can break it. Yeah, everything's broken. So, till then, we'll check you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.